So there's not a specific recommendation for heart failure, for hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, for uncontrolled arrhythmias, for aneurysm. There's not a singular recommendation there. It was when I discussed the American Heart Association's latest guidelines on resistance training, where they do touch upon some of these things, and the main portion there is monitoring. So, do you monitor blood pressure while people are doing this? You monitor heart rate while people are doing this? Sure, reasonable sort of a recommendation. But as far as the actual programming, their programming recommendations are garbage. They're just made up and they're incomplete. And so you could look, if you're complete, and even if they're not right, you're like, well, look, at least you gave people who are unfamiliar with exercise a starting point. But if they're both garbage, as far as they're probably incorrect, or at least not like generalizable, and they're incomplete, call me.
Yeah.
Call me. I'm available. I'll do it. Anyway, anything else you want to say about the cardiovascular thing? Because I feel like that you're aligned on that.
Yeah, I mean, the way that I am thinking through this question, broadly speaking, is like exercise involves you producing force in some way. Either, as our last question, like, is it more on the aerobic spectrum or more developing force, to against a resistance? And the way that we do that starts in the brain. You have to send signals from your brain down your spinal cord, out your nerves to your muscles. They have to move tendons and joints and bones. And then all of this has to be supported by a cardiovascular system that sends blood and oxygen and keeps you awake and alive and conscious. And so those are all the parts of the body that can have certain pathologies of them, that can have diseases impacting them, that will impact, that can impact whether somebody should train, how they should train, things like that.